Against the Stream is a Buddhist Sangha, or Buddhist community. And the three jewels that the Buddha pointed to was the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. And so the Sangha meaning your spiritual community, your spiritual friends, those that you practice with. We really hold to the idea that community and those that you share your time with are who influence us and who help us move forward. I became the guiding teacher at Against the Stream, and I'm the only teacher of color in our Sangha, and one of what I felt like was just a handful at the beginning when the Sangha first started. And there's loneliness in that. There's crisis of identity when looking around a room and not seeing people that look like me or something like me or have a plight like I do, even if they don't look like me. Once I did become the guiding teacher, I really wanted to put a big effort into growing our multiculturalism. And we started a Spanish-speaking group, and we have the POC group, we have the POC Allies group, we have the White Awake group. So many Sanghas are having a huge awareness around this conversation. As a teacher, it's really important to me to have facts. I really study the suttas. I like to know where things came from that I'm saying. I don't even actually feel totally comfortable saying the Buddha said anymore, because the more I study and the more I look into translations and commentaries and suttas, we don't really actually know what the Buddha said. Indian Buddhism is like very rarely even taught anymore. It's Thai Buddhism, or it's Sri Lankan Buddhism, or it's Burmese Buddhism. Now being American Buddhism is just one other movement and diaspora that it's taken from something that we can't even really call authentic Buddhism. From what I hear from some of my Buddhist friends that were born Buddhist is that they aren't actually taught meditation first. If we go back to Buddhism and like take the sort of secular mindfulness piece out of it, if we look at the whole Eightfold Path, the wisdom path and the sila path, the ethical, moral path, is just as important. Concentration, mindfulness, and effort are 3 parts of the path, but the other 5 all have to do with how we show up in the world, how we are with others, how we don't cause harm. The Buddha did this term ehipassiko, which was see for yourself. Don't look at me, don't look at what I even say, don't look at another teacher, don't look at anything but your own personal experience to see, am I suffering more or am I suffering less? Like, that's the basic formula. Am I causing suffering or am I alleviating suffering? Am I really paying attention to the truth of suffering and how I'm causing said truth?